Welcome students. Now today, if you have done our previous lecture, so we will explain the doubly linked list. There is no difference between singly and doubly. We have to add only some lines in our program. So here what we have written is struct node, okay, struct node inside int data, struct node star PREV link and struct node star next link. Then after that we have written head. Okay, in this struct we have added extra pointer. Okay, we have added extra pointer. Before there was only one. So the PREV link part of the first node and the next link is the part of last node will always contain null indicating and in each direction. Now in a singly linked list we could transverse only in one direction, because each node contains address of the first node and it does not have any record of its previous nodes. However, doubly linked list overcome these limitations of singly linked list due to the fact that each node of the list contains the address of its previous node. We can find all the details about the previous node as well as by using previous address stored inside the previous part of each node. How it is working? This is the question. You can see that here the node is by the help of struct. You have written one pointer PREV and next pointer is next. Okay, means next link and the next link. Okay, so this is data. So every time we have written the nodes and after that we are connecting all the nodes. How? This is the question. How? Now I will explain you. Before coming here, I will show you something. Okay. In the previous lecture, we have done this program singly linked list. So you can see that how many lines are there for insertion, deletion, okay, addition. Total number of 105 lines. If we will come in doubly linked list, so we have added some extra line in the same program. We never change something. Okay, we added some extra lines. By the help of extra lines, the program total length is also 118. Okay, now today we will show you the extra lines you have to add in the previous program. So this program, the old program, it will also work for the singly linked list program. It will work also for doubly linked list program. Okay, now how? So before coming in this program, I will explain you one by one. Okay, at first what we have written, you can see in our program what we have written: struct node int data, struct node star PREV link and struct node star next link. What is the meaning of this? Already we have explained. Again we will explain you. Okay, so this is the first one. So this is PREV link and this is data and this is next link. It has been done by the help of structure. Okay, this is the structure of node. Okay, initially we have written head is null. So here we will store address, here we will store address, but here we will store data. Okay, here we will store data. I think that you are getting. Now again we will come in our program. This is the main function we are calling to create. We are calling to the create function, then we are calling to the display function, we are calling to the insert, position, display. Okay, many operations we have done. So just don't, so this is for creation. You have to create n nodes. How to create n nodes? So at first we have written same program. The user want suppose n nodes. Okay, to input. Okay, so your program it is starting from here. Okay, in this program, if you know the previous program, we have add only one line. Okay, for the creation of the nodes, we have add only one line, and also for display, you do not have single line in your program. Okay, if you have done our previous lecture, singly linked list, so you have to add only one line, and the line is this. Okay, and one line is this. This is already you know. Okay, two lines we have added. Okay, now we will explain. So at first your for loop is working 0 to n. Okay, then you have written p is equal to struct star struct node star malloc size of struct node. Okay, scanf data. Suppose the user input something. Suppose you input 10. Okay, in this p, and after then you have written p dot next link is equal to null and p arrow operator prb link is equal to null. What is the meaning of this? We will explain. Now one by one we will explain you how it is working. So for I is equal to 1, what you have written? For I is equal to 1, you have written p is equal to struct node star malloc size of struct node. You created one p, and after then you input some data, address of p dot data. Suppose the user input 10. Okay, suppose the user input 10. Then you have written p dot prb link is equal to null and p dot next link is equal to null. Means in this node the prb is null and next is null. Means there is no address initially when you creating any p. So initially there is no address. There is also no address. There is also no address. Let the address of p is 6656. Let we can take anything. Let the address of p is 6656. Now after then the next line in our program, what we have written, if we have written one line, if head is equal to null, okay, then head is equal to p. Means p, your compiler is working from right to left. Means p is pointing to head. Means whatever the address of head, that will be also address of head. Meaning, okay, now here you can see your this is your p. Okay, this is your p. Okay, so address is 6656 and you have written head is equal to null. Head is already null initially. So in this condition the p is pointing to head. Means whatever the address is here, same address will be go here. Means both are same. Means both are same. Means this p and this head both are same. Means the head address also same, 6656, and its address also same. I think that you are getting. So here next is null, previous is null and data is 10. Also here next is null and this is also null and data is 10. Getting? Okay. So else will not work, because if is working then else will not work. At last we have written prb is equal to p, but compiler will read p is equal to prb, right to left, p is equal to prb. Whatever the address of p, that will be also address of prb. Means whatever the address of p, what is p? P is this. P is this. Whatever the address is 6656, same address it will be also prb 6656 and same data it will be stored. So this for I is equal to 0 means you have created one node. Now suppose the user want to add another node. How? Okay, next time same program. Next time for I is equal to 2. Okay, same line again. At first in the for loop we have written p is equal to, you can see here in the for loop we have written p is equal to something, or everything we have written here. Okay, we have mentioned here. So p is equal to struct node star malloc size of this. You created one p and you input one data. Suppose the data is 20. Okay, and after then you have written p dot prb link is null and p dot next link is equal to null. Means there is no address and there is no address, but the data is 20. Okay, where in p, and that is new p and its address is also new 7576. Let, okay, the address is this. After then you know that before the head was pointing to, before you can see here the head was pointing to, the head was pointing to this p. Okay, it means that now head is not null, but previous the head was null. So this time head is not null. It means that your if statement will not work. Okay, because head is not null, it means else will work. So inside the else we have written two statement. Number one line we are writing p dot prb link. What is p? What is p? P is this. Okay, this is p and its prb link is this. Its prb link is this. Okay, so you are writing p dot prb link is equal to prb. What was prb? Before, what was prb? Prb was pointing to head. Before prb was pointing to head, so the address of head will point to prb, means p dot prb. This is p. What is p? P is 7576. So you have to write the address of head here. Getting? means you have to write the address of previous P here. Getting very simple. You have to write the address of previous P or head, address of head here in PREV link. The meaning of this line. Okay, P dot PREV is equal to PREV, means the address of PREV will goes to P. It's a previous link. Okay, in the PREV, what was PREV? Again, I will show you what was PREV before. You can see here the PREV was 6656. Before PREV was at when I is equal to 0, at that time the address was 6656. So it will be stored here. It will store here. Okay, done. Okay, done. Now after then what we have written, next line, PREV dot next link is equal to P, means address of P. What is P this time? This time P is this 7576. This time P is this. So address of 7576 will goes to PREV dot next link. What was PREV? Okay, what was PREV? PREV dot next link. Okay, what was PREV? So PREV was this. Before PREV was this, and here null. There was no address. Now we have to store the address of next pointer. We have to store the address of next pointer here. Meaning of this. So same thing we have written here. So this is PREV. It was 6656 and P is 7576. We are writing here. You can see we have written. We are writing here in the previous pointer. Means previous PREV P in the previous, in the next link we are writing the address of next P. Next P is 7576. This address it will be stored in the previous P, and previous was 6656. I think that you are getting very simple. Okay, now at last we have written PREV is equal to P. Once you have done, then you will say that PREV is equal to P. Means now before this time P is equal to this. Now this is also PREV. Okay, means your PREV is traveling. Before PREV was 10, now PREV is 20, because PREV is pointing to this P. What is that P? When I is equal to 2, then you created one P and its address is 7576. So the address of P and PREV next time it will be also same. Okay, it was storing the previous address. Okay, that was 6656, means head address. I think that you understand. Okay, now the third point. Third point, very simple. Third point, for I is equal to 3. Same line. We have written same line. 30 we created, and here null and here also null. Same line. Let the address is 8666. Let. Okay. Again we will go in else part, because if will not work. Okay. In else what we have written? We have written P dot PREV. What is P? What is P? P is this. Okay, P is this. Now P is 8666. Okay, so P dot PREV means PREV going to P dot PREV. What is PREV? Before PREV was, I will show you again. Now before, when I is equal to 1, then PREV was this 7576. At that time the PREV was 7576. Okay, now this PREV it will come before the PREV link. What is PREV? Now, so what is P? P is this. Its previous link is this. Here you have to store the address of PREV. What was PREV? When I was 1, then PREV was 7576. So this address it will store here. This address it will store here. Getting very simple. Done. Okay, the meaning of this line is this. Getting? So if you are not getting, then you must write the address. So in place of P, every time we have changed the address. Now next time we have written, so next line, PREV dot next link is equal to P. Next time we have written. Okay, the compiler is working from here to here. The address of P is new P is this 8666. The address of P going to PREV. What is PREV? PREV was the previous 7576. Okay, this 7576 PREV was this. So the address of P, it will go to in PREV next link. Its next link was null before. Now you have to store the this address here in previous PREV when the I was 1. When I was 1, you can see that there is nothing, means null at that time. Now you have to store the previous next P, the address of next P here. You have to store. Getting? Very simple. So you have done. If you know this structure, then you can understand the doubly linked list. Okay. At last you have to return PREV is equal to P. Now once you are done, then after then you will say this and this both are same. If you are saying this and this both are same, so at last P and PREV both are same. Both are same means here 30, here also 30. Address is this, and next null. Okay, and its address PREV is equal to 8666 because it is pointing to here. Okay, this is the final structure of your linked list. If you know, in your books, many teachers they have written. They have only used one line, mark a line here. So that is in all the books and all the websites I have seen, they have done something wrong. So this is the pure structure of this your program. So this is 10 before null in PREV link, and the next link you are storing the address of next pointer, you are storing the address of here, and the previous pointer you are storing the address of here. Okay, then this is 20, and again you are storing the next address here. Okay, and you are storing the previous pointer address here. Okay, and after then null. So this is the final structure of to create the link. And here you have to note, when you are creating the linked list, and at that time this is doubly. Okay, at that time your P and PREV both are here and head is pointing here. Okay, so by the help of this we can display all the elements. Again I will say, in the linked list program, whatever the linked list program, there was some lines. Again I will show you. Okay, this is the creation, same line. We have add only 2 line. Okay, in single linked list and doubly linked list we have changed only 2 line. Both program are same because data structure is based on the space and time complexity. And display, for the display, the line is this: do not change a single line to display the doubly linked list. Okay, do not change the single lines, same lines. If you will display it, it will display everything. Already we have show you how to display the linked list. Okay, so go in the previous lecture, you will understand. Thank you so much.